everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on a homeschool related topic that I think a lot of homeschooling moms will run into over the course of homeschooling their kids for a couple of years. And I just wanted to provide some encouragement if you're in this place, because I have been there and I have persevered through this. And so I just want to share with you guys a little bit about that story, because I think that it can encourage some of you moms out there who might be struggling a little bit. So today's video is going to be on my opinion, and I am not saying I am an expert, because I definitely am not. I am learning things new every day. However, I did walk through this with my child, and so this is my personal opinion on what to do when your child is struggling with a subject. So for the sake of just keeping it easy, we're going to use math as an example. And so I think, and I actually know from having so many conversations with other homeschoolers, is that you can, having control of what your kids learn and the resources you're using and all of those things is a huge blessing. And it provides freedom, and it provides us as parents to be able to choose things that work well for our children and their learning styles and all of those things. But with that being said, I also think that there is another side to it that you don't hear a lot about, and it's the homeschooler who is constantly changing their curriculum, their style of teaching. They never finish out anything from start to finish. And I just think that if you were to do that repeatedly, and again, this is my opinion, repeatedly, especially like after only a couple of weeks, there could be some kind of, I don't want to say gaps, but there could be some issues with that. Say for instance, you are using a certain math program and you only give it 2 months, and then you're like, nah, I don't like this math program. And then you get another math program, and then by the end of the year, your child has done, 3 or 4 different math programs. There's not a way to make sure, unless you really research it well, that where one left off is where the other one will be. And so there could be some inconsistencies if you're always picking and choosing and changing and this and that in their learning. And none of us as homeschooling parents want that to happen. So this video, I just want to tell you guys that even when it seems like something isn't working, now this is my opinion, of course you know your child better, but I'm talking about in my house. If I would have given up on the math curriculum that I use with my kids, if I would have given up when we were struggling, I would never have gotten to the place where I am now with that particular child, who it is amazing to see what they have learned and their thought process and how quickly that she is grasping new concepts because she remembers the foundational ones before that. And I can tell you that when we did math last year, it was a struggle, a big struggle. It was a couple hours a day, to be honest with you. There were lots of tears. There are still some days where there's emotions, and all of that being said, she is working on managing those emotions and calming herself down. And the progress she has made in math is phenomenal. Like, it is mind-blowing to me how once the light bulb goes off, it just goes off. And I don't think if I would have given up on my curriculum that we would necessarily be where we are today in math with her. And so I just wanted to share a little bit about that with you, because it is not always the curriculum. Sometimes you just have to persevere through those hard days. and just encourage your child and take the time they need and all of that. It is not always a curriculum issue. It is not always a teaching style issue. Sometimes it really is a developmental thing. It's a child thing. It's a heart thing. It's so many other things. And as homeschooling moms, we can just become so focused on the curriculum that we think that all of the answers lie within the curriculum, and it really is not the curriculum. It's the child or the way that we're teaching it or whatever. And so I just want to encourage you, we're like in December now, so if you're a homeschooler that doesn't go all year round, you're probably about midway through. And this, I feel like, is the time of year where everyone's like, I don't know if I really like that. I don't know if this is working out so well. But I just want to encourage you that if there is a subject that your child struggles with, and I'm not saying always, of course, there's rules and exceptions to everything, but I'm just saying, in my opinion and in my experience, there is some benefit to just keeping on with it and working through it and really just persevering through a difficult subject with your child. The reward is huge when you get to see them suddenly take off and now they're getting everything and they're feeling so confident and they remember everything and they're doing it right and it's not taking a long time and they're excited about it. And my daughter has actually gone from telling me that I knew when she was in public school that she hated math. I mean, she would cry. She would negative self-talk, like she is a very intelligent girl, but she did not believe she was. And so she just had no confidence when it came to math. And through homeschooling, using the same curriculum for the 2 years now, there has been exponential progress. And not just as far as like getting it correct, but also within herself. And so I just want to share with you guys that it's not always the curriculum. Sometimes you just have to persevere. And if you're in that place, my heart goes out to you because it is hard. And we just want to solve all the problems for our kids as moms, but sometimes you just got to ride it out. And so I hope this video encourages you. Like I said, I am not an expert. I am just sharing my homeschooling journey with you guys. And one thing I know already in this short time is that sometimes perseverance is worth it. So keep on going, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks.